This is one of the top 5 most pro-Israel members of Congress, based on her actual voting record, not just statements, but the way that she actually votes and shapes U.S.-Israeli policy. So obviously, there's a strong reason as to why the Israeli lobby is freaking out and making sure that she still stays in office and Graham Plattner doesn't get elected. So I want to show you guys her voting record because this is, this lady's her voting record's absolutely crazy. First, there's a video here circulating recently where somebody asked her about how many Americans were killed by the Israeli military, and all she responds back is saying that she's pro-Israel. So let me quickly play that so you guys just take a listen.
No insight on the Americans killed by the Israeli military, Senator?
I am pro-Israel. I am pro-Israel. Then she just goes away. So when somebody asks her about American citizens, well, I love Israel. I love Israel. But anyway, let me go ahead and pull up my screen here so you guys can see this. This is the website that I created for you guys. It's votelog.org. It tracks U.S. congressional action on Israel and Palestine. I did a lot of updates to it, so you guys are really gonna like it. I hope you guys like it. So if you look at Senator Susan Collins, she's right over here. She's listed as the 5th most pro-Israel member of Congress by voting record, which is actually pretty crazy. This campaign cycle, she's raised $12.17 million total, and then I have the breakdown between how much of that is Israeli lobby money. So if you look here, she's co-sponsored 54 bills. 54 bills. And, sometimes the further you go back, this is going from when she first started in office, the further you go back, the less bills there's actually still on record that she supported. So this could be much higher, but it's very accurate for the last at least 20 years. She's voted 7 times. This is not including bundled legislation, which is its own separate thing, for bills specifically related to Israel. Now, this is the part that's really important. I don't think many people look into, which is why right now there's so many attack headlines against Graham Plattner. And I've been seeing a lot of my comments. I know some of you guys are just not fans of him. That's fine. Genuinely, that's fine. This video is for me to just really expose her, and for you guys to understand that regardless of how you feel, the reason you're seeing these massive amounts of negative headlines is also because of the fact that she is somebody that represents basically just a face for Israeli interests, and that's why they want to hold on to her so much. She's one of the most well-funded campaigns in Congress. One of the most well-funded campaigns. Over $100 million since she's first started. So truly just massive amounts of donor money, organizations pouring into this lady. She's also on the Senate Appropriations Committee and Senate Intelligence Committee. So why does that matter? Basically, these are 4 committees, and I explain it further if you go on my website, but there's 4 committees that really dictate Israeli policy. It's the Foreign Affairs Committee, the Armed Services Committee, the Appropriations Committee, and the Intelligence Committee. So any Israeli lobby bills, they're really going through these 4 committees, and it's in the committees where things are drafted, things are changed, they get a floor vote, and then once the committee decides, okay, this is good, then they go ahead and toss it for a floor vote on the House. That's the pipeline. So if Israel knows that there are people in these positions, they're going to want to fund these people more. If there's somebody in a committee within Congress that's specifically related to Israeli policy bills, then they're going to be more paid, they're going to be more sought after, and they hold more influence over Israel. And that's especially true if they have a leadership role, which she does. She has a leadership role in the Appropriations Committee. So it's basically dictating how much money Israel gets, how much money we give out. And she has a leadership role in that. So clearly you can see why they're really freaked out. The Israeli lobby is really worried about her losing because they're losing one of their strongest allies. I mean, Jen, here's a graph. This really maps it out for you guys to explain it a little bit better. Every single one of these red dots here is a member of Congress that supports Israel. Every single one of these green dots is a member of Congress that supports Palestine, which is why there's barely any. And if you look at Collins, she's all the way up here.